This brief, I wasn't going to make a contribution, but I am struck to make one, and also to remark upon the amendment. I want to start by saying that when I first came into this place, my former boss, Natasha Stott-Despoja, came in for lunch to celebrate my election, and she looked around this chamber, which was a very different red chamber to the Senate, where I had worked for her, and said, "Wow, it's so intimate in here." It is a small chamber. It is an intimate chamber. We often come back to this building not just for our daily work, but indeed committee meetings and the like. And there's only so far you can go when you have to face each other the very next day, day in, day out. It's a very different environment to either the other place or Canberra. It's a place also that I've noticed many more female faces in since I started, but I've noticed every single time we lose somebody from this place and gain another person, it shifts markedly because of that intimacy. I want to commend the work of the Honourable John Dawkins, the Honourable Russell Wortley and the Honourable Rob Lucas, and I was struck by something the Honourable John Dawkins just said to Rise Now. I commend him for his work, Mr President. I commend you for your work on suicide prevention. But it was actually the Honourable Rob Lucas who, when my brother died by suicide, showed me a kindness that has stayed with me. And in fact sent me home as well, because I wasn't really coping at the time, and that genuine compassion and concern for my well-being is something that has stuck with me, so thank you for that. I won't remember fondly the 3-hour speeches, but I do remember fondly that. I also remember the strident debate over the work health and safety laws when Minister Russell Wortley fought valiantly to finally get those through after a year of opposition, a year plus of opposition from the Honourable Rob Lucas. I do want to say there was another member of this place until recently who did carry coins and use them in the members' bar, and that was the Honourable Mark Parnell, the former founding parliamentary member of the Greens. And I just want to remark that he is a big loss in the parliamentary representation of our party, but it is a generational and a continuity change that we must and should have, and I certainly have very much welcomed the Honourable Robert Sims and his team to this place. I do believe that the Greens continue to bring our brand of politics in a way that is epitomises our 4 pillars. I do also look forward to the Honourable Yesha Joshi, the soon-to-be, hopefully, Honourable Yesha Joshi one day joining us. She indeed used to take part in those cricket matches as a staffer and is a keen cricket fan. And should we be able to increase the Greens' membership of this place to 3 people, perhaps those cricket matches will be back on again. Until then, though, I do look forward to returning to this place in February to continue to do the work. In fact, only half of the members of this chamber are up for election, should it not be any more unusual occurrences for the year, lest I jinx it. And we have work that we continue to do. There are several committees continuing to meet, and I think they are doing quite important work, and not least being the COVID committee. In these extraordinary times, I actually think that the parliament and the democratic processes should be cherished and respected. And I think we are actually in a time where that work we are doing does deserve us returning in February to ensure what needs to be done is being done, and that the democratic processes are reflected in these quite extraordinary times.